Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's recap is for Cliffhanger Friday. Not a cliffhanger, just Friday, August the 12th, 2022. Friday, August 12th, 2022. Today's episode, we spent quite a bit of time. I'm going to dive right in with them, with Chelsea talking to Billy. Chelsea's trying to convince Billy. For one, she was pushing the play date. And Billy said, listen, Chelsea, Johnny just got back from summer camp. They're going through quite a bit with the news of Ashland. They're not in their home. They're at, he's saying it's just not a good time right now. And Chelsea's like, it's just a play date. It's just a play date, Billy. And I don't know how much conversation needs to be. And she's just going on and on. And he goes, you know what? You are pushing awfully hard for this play date. Why? Well, I mean, the boys need to know each other. They're brothers. I am Johnny's biological mother, and I feel it's time that he knows. He knows Victoria is not his biological mother. I think it's time he knows I am. And Billy's like, whoa, that's not what was agreed upon. She goes, I know that's not what was agreed upon, but that was a long time ago. And Billy's like, no. And it's still in effect. It still stands. Johnny is fine. I just feel Johnny needs to know his brother. Johnny needs to spend time with his brother. And Adam says, not Adam. Billy says, I'll mention it to Victoria when the time is right. Right now, Victoria has a lot on her plate. But when the time is right, I will mention it to her and see what she says. See, because bottom line, we all know Victoria's going to shoot that right down. And I would too. Chelsea is still a loose cannon. Still. She needs to do well by Connor for at least a full year to really see, how well she is. I would not bring Johnny into that madness. You don't see Chelsea running up to Nick saying, I want Connor to spend time with Christian. Christian is Connor's brother too. That's Adam's son. She's not doing that at all. But she feels that they're brothers. They need to connect. And so Billy's just like, you know what? The best I can do is let you know. I will mention it to Victoria. And so she goes, okay. And Billy's like, I'm hungry. Let's go have something to eat. And so they go to society to have something to eat. Now, Chelsea sees Sally at the bar. So, of course, she goes over to Sally to just put a little dig in there, needle in on Sally. Sally bites, but yeah, but no, because it really wasn't that much to really get Sally too upset. So it's like Sally's like, whatever, And so, you know, Chelsea feels she's smug. She walked away, like, I got one over on Sally, but it's like, give it up, Chelsea. Just leave it alone. And then we had Kyle and Summer. They find Tessa and Mariah at the pool, and they asked Tessa how does she feel about, being the face of a model, face of Marchetti, their new line, and first she was like, but I don't want to take away from my music. And they're like, well, you're recuperating. And this would actually further your brand. It would help your brand and help Marchetti's brand. And guess what? You don't have to talk. You do not have to speak. So in the end, she ended up saying, yeah, she definitely liked the idea. And after Summer and Kyle walked away, Tessa texted Mariah and said, this is your doing, isn't it? And Mariah is looking, because Mariah was acting all, what? I think that Tessa saw all through that, but it is still a good opportunity. It'll get her out the house. She'll have something to do, and we'll get to see more of Tessa in action, because realistically, when Tessa's on tour, we don't see her. So, that's pretty good. I kind of like the fact that they did it that way. But we have um, Nate and Elena. They run into Sally and they call Sally over. I think they come into Crimson Lights. I mean, I'm sorry, Society. And Sally comes over and they're asking Sally about, sorry about the missed meeting, the meeting that needed to be rescheduled. We needed to really reschedule that because we want to, get this settled. And she goes, what meeting that need to be rescheduled? And so he goes, a few weeks ago, you were supposed to meet Amani and I, here at Society, and you couldn't show, you had a conflict or something. And Sally's like, I don't remember that. And Elena instantly starts to say, a few weeks ago, I was out of town, right? And so Sally sits down and Sally starts going through her calendar. And she goes, look, if there ever was a meeting scheduled with my assistant, pretty much, or with me, it would be on the company schedule, company calendar. Nothing's there. And Nate, see what I can't stand about Nate, and I hope Nate gets Nate is such an idiot half the time. Nate is just sitting there like, in his mind, Nate knows exactly what happened. There's no way Nate could even talk himself around that. But to Elena, oh, he sure is. So anyway, they have a great meeting. Nate offers Sally, he says there's a number written on this piece of paper, to get Elena out of her contract. So Sally looks at the paper. She looks up at Elena and said, listen, I wish you well. She was like, goodbye, because they really weren't even using Ask MD Now. And Elena gave some great referrals that would be great for Ask MD Now. So Sally wasn't left in a lurch, and then she's looking at the money like, okay, that's bringing in revenue for something that's not our main focus. Ask MD Now is not their main focus. But what was interesting to me is, was Nate authorized to offer money like that to get Elena out of the contract? Now, yes, Hamilton Winters knew they would have to buy her contract, or Chancellor Winters knew that they would have to buy that contract out. But had it already been decided on an amount? Because see, Devon, if it hadn't been decided, Devon's gonna have a problem with that. He is, because it would needed to have been discussed. The COO would still had to have run that by the CEO. How much money are we willing to pay for this contract? So let's hope. I don't know. I kind of smell problems with that. In the end, Devon is going to let it slide. He's going to let it go because he wants Elena over. But I can see that would be more if in fact it had not been decided. So that was very, very interesting to me. And then when Nate and Elena get back to the office, he goes, for somebody to, have just gotten their contract bought out, you're not too happy. And she brings it up. She goes, you don't see what happened? And he's like, what are you talking about? Sally did not remember an appointment because there was never an appointment with her. That was Amani's way of having a private romantic evening with you. And he had the nerve to take offense at that. No, Amani, she would not do that. No. And I'm thinking, Nader, how stupid are you? The proof was just brought up in front of your face. And she goes, let me guess, Nate, you never made the appointment with Sally. Amani did, right? You never heard Sally or Sally's assistant cancel, did you? And he's like, no. She goes, but I can't believe you are excuse me, I got something, my throat is messed up. I can't believe you are, pretty much questioning me on this. And she's like, I can't believe you can't see what's happening. That's what I can't believe. And I thought, okay, you guys aren't already working together and it's already going to be problems, because the problem is Nate. The problem is definitely Nate. Amani has been rude and disrespectful to Elena in front of Elena's face, and Nate has seen it. Oh, he's definitely seen it. And Elena definitely knows it. The time that they both got on the elevator, Elena came to see Nate and he was gone. And Amani's like, surprising that I know more about your boyfriend's whereabouts than you do. No, I don't think so. And even Amanda, but see, Amanda's been so distracted that this is all going to come to a head. And what's going to come to a head is Nate's an idiot. He probably will sleep with Amani, or it'll be a big rift between him and Elena. But even I ultimately see Amani out of there. Amani is not a good fit. She is an underminer. She's undermining the cohesiveness. And my thing is, why? Why is she so hell-bent on having Nate pitted against Devon? Why? Amani, and my thing is, why is Nate even letting her? She's young. She's inexperienced in business, period. Yeah, she had political connections and dealt with politics in her father and her family. But as far as being a really good bit, she just got her law license pretty much after she met Amanda. Okay. She doesn't know the ins and outs, nor does she care about true etiquette. And Nate has the nerve. And then he told Elena, no, it's good to have somebody that is going through almost the same thing I'm going through. Amani's going through that kind of dynamic with her sister Amanda, and I'm going through it with Devon. So it's good to have somebody to talk to that understands. And Elena looked at him like, and other than your girlfriend who has your back 100%, and they realized what he said. And I'm glad Elena caught him on that. She checked him with that. Because I don't want to hear we're just friends. No, that don't work. You guys, how did you get to be friends? You work for the same company, and that is it. That's it. See, at least you and Amanda knew each other. I'm surprised you're not saying you and Amanda aren't friends, but at least you guys knew. Amani, oh no. Somebody adamantly, outwardly, overtly flirting with you? Oh no. So pretty much we'll see. There's going to definitely be problems in that paradise. And Nate may end up having to go back to the hospital under whatever capacity he can, because Nate is not making good. Well, he's new. He needs guidance, and he doesn't want to open his eyes and believe that he needs guidance in this arena. So we'll see. That's going to be interesting to see the conflict that they bring with that. I don't have any comments from comment corners on The Young and the Restless. Let's see what next week has to bring. But right now, I don't see any real hot stories they got going on with The Young and the Restless. Let's hope they kick this up a notch next week with something. But that being said, that's all I have. I will be back on Monday, August 15th, for The Young and the Restless.